Yeah, for those who don't know, I was at the butt doctor's not too long ago.
Could we please?
They did my colon dirty.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
All right, you're banned.
Anybody want a detailed description of the operation?
No!
I have family
I will
photos.
kick your wife!
You want to be funny on League?
May, play League of Legends with me.
Not allowed. I don't want anyone supporting that crash fire.
What do they do now?
Right now?
What do they do now?
You didn't see the recent video?
I don't
No.
watch anything. I'm legally blind, like I
Hey, we
said.
can do a react right now. It's a react I kind of wanted to do anyways. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh
God.
god. I like how we both said that.
All right, guys. I'll be right. You know what? I'm gonna just quit the desktop. I'll rejoin.
Just stream it in here
Yeah, we're gonna
so we can all watch
stream it.
together.
We're gonna all like understand why no one's allowed to mention League. No one's allowed to support League currently.
May, I didn't say let's play ranked. Jesus Christ. Let's just play like an ARAM or something.
Like, yeah. Imagine trying to have fun.
All right, here we go.
And skill-based, I just don't play ranked. I'm actually like half
It stopped
decent.
being skill-based when they started releasing champions that could zoom across the map with like 35 dashes.
You're not wrong. Oh my God, I know, right? Or gave one character an entire book's worth of abilities.
Oh yeah, that one too. Oh, that's don't
Fucking
get me started on that.
stupid.
I want to rant about Nvidia too. I saw Pippa apparently ranting about that one. I want to rant about that too, but here we go. Where is it? All right.
Wait.
Let's get the first thing out of the way that I want to react to before you even start on the video. Season 1 check-in? Fuck you. Fuck you for just like, we're just gonna forget all the other seasons. They didn't matter. We're gonna slowly gaslight people into accepting the new system rank thing we got going on, where now there's like 20 seasons in a rank in an entire year, so that we can sell more battle passes.
More battle passes.
Fuck.
Hey everyone, I'm Andre, also known as Medler.
And I'm Paul, aka Pop.
Speaking
And
of
I feel
battle
bad
passes,
for-
could we make that illegal?
I'll say this: I feel bad for Meddler and for Pablo. They're great like developers, but they are unfortunately the scapegoats for this change because they were made to be the ones to announce it.
I would rather be an scapegoat.
Well, to be fair, it's a good thing that there
That's
are
essentially what that
scapegoats,
means, yeah.
because last time they did a bad change, all of Riot was getting attacked.
Like a goat that you put in prison and then it escapes.
We're just
Go
gonna react
through the
about
effort of
7 minutes of it. We're not gonna do the whole video.
7 minutes.
We can react.
Do
Is
it.
there at
Do
least-
it now.
is-
We're
there-
wasting time.
All right,
We're
here we
burning
go,
Is
guys.
there at
daylight.
least,
Today is
is there at
Thursday,
least going to be
January
Subway
30th.
Surfer
We're
at the
back with
bottom?
another dev update. We're going to check in on some of the changes we made for
Holy
Season
shit.
1, and we'll talk a bit more about some of the things coming up in Act 2 of this season, which starts on March 6th. We're a bit over a month into the first season of 2025, and we've been
And the fact that you haven't noticed how many things are crapping wrong.
following how changes have been landing closely. We've seen some really good signs and feedback to things like seasonal themes and some of the gameplay changes that we will
Literally, the only thing so far I like is the seasonal changes. Like having like, oh, this is the season of violence in Noxus. I like that. That's cool change.
touch on a little later.
But first, we want to talk about Hextech chests.
Every season is a season of violence
They
for
want
me.
to talk about Hextech chests, guys. They're gonna bring them back, right? That's what they're coming back for. They've seen all the memes. They've seen how much people hate them right now.
And, more broadly, earning skins instead of buying them.
Once he,
Skins?
he-
I
he
thought you said
mentioned-
owning
Once he gets
skins.
over, yeah, earning it skins. Once he finishes explaining, then I'll comment on it. I'm gonna let it go all the way through.
This means we're going to talk a bit
Okay.
more about the business side of League, so that we can share more of our thinking and context with you. Now, our belief as a company is that delivering great experiences for you will lead to great results for Riot. We want to deliver the best experience
Then
we
why
can,
aren't you doing that?
You can play forever without spending anything, so that you only spend money when you think we've made something great that
Get
you
bullied.
want to spend money on.
As a free-to-play game, skins are the primary way League pays its bills. They're what give us the ability to continue to develop the game and wider ecosystem, from adding new game modes to updates to Summoner's Rift, cinematics, live events like Worlds, patch-to-patch balance, and much longer-term investments in League for the future. The number of people playing League has been pretty stable over recent years, and we're really grateful for that.
I just don't think
Our
I'm that
cost to
salty in
maintain and
general. I think
develop
I'm more
League
of a
has
sweet.
also been pretty stable over time too,
Maybe
ensuring
a little
we have
sour.
an
I
equally
don't know.
sustainable income coming in to reinvest in the
rotten?
game. However, has been, frankly, more of a
I
recent
don't know. Robbie
challenge.
Rotten is kind of
And
cool
that's
though.
where free Hextech chests come in. When we initially added them, we wanted to offer additional reward for time spent.
Like if I
using
made
something
a
we knew
villain
many of you
all-star
really cared
team, I'd
about
have him on it.
skins. And for a while, we think that worked well for both players and the business side of League. Over time, though, free chests unintentionally became the primary way to unlock skins.
Yeah, dude. Of course they did. What, are you fucking dumb?
No. Let him speak. I'm gonna explain why that's a lie too.
Let-
And an increasing number of
Let the
players
man
ended up with
talk.
substantial skin collections for free. This
Trust
meant
me,
that
I'm
purchasing
about to
skins
cook here.
directly didn't make sense anymore to a
Oh,
lot of players,
no.
because they were happy just waiting to get something eventually. That did lead to a great player experience,
Bro,
but it was not sustainable for League in the long term.
So we took a step back to evaluate
let's
League's
do it.
reward systems and realized we needed to make changes to
let's
be
do it.
sustainable
Let's
for the
eat
long
the
run.
blockers.
We didn't want to go all the way
Painkillers.
back to the early days of League with no skins earned with playtime at all, but we also realized we couldn't
You're
continue
gonna add
giving away
in-game
as many
ads.
as we were. We did a
Oh,
number
did you
of
guys see that Steam is
other
making
things
that
to
legal?
Oh yeah, you
on-
can't.
on-
you
We're
can't
listening
put in-
to a video.
sure League's
Right.
business was
Yeah, I
sustainable
did see
before
that.
He's almost done with
concluding
it, and
we
then I'm
needed
gonna
to
cook,
give
guys.
away fewer skins. Increasing the number of skins we could make each year was good for both the business and the player experience, but eventually we ran into meaningful diminishing returns. We introduced premium cosmetics. We've also explored a lot of other cosmetic content types, and we'll keep trying to do so. But champion skins are clearly the thing most of you care about more than anything else when it comes to cosmetics. And obviously, adding pay for power content is a non-starter for us.
I will say this. I think League will die before that happens. Because
Yeah.
the developers that love League and play League and stuff, they would never in their life let that happen.
Good.
They would quit long before that was allowed.
We know some of you aren't interested in the business side of
And
things.
if they quit,
or
they're
even
just
cosmetics in
gonna
general.
replace them with Chinese
up-
people.
Don't.
Don't Tencent like
You'll
Others
see.
won't
You'll
believe
see.
More like
Tencent
AI.
will increasing profit year over year. This is about ensuring the sustainable long-term health of League, though. And we do
I think
hope
it's
this
like
is helpful
majority owned by
context for those
Tencent
of you
at
who've
this
been
point.
wondering what our thinking was with this change.
All right, he's done. Now let me get the first thing out of the way. The main number one reason why skins have not been selling well is the quality has clearly dipped. Like, it's been that way for a few years where it was just getting not that interesting. I can tell you right now, if I log in, I can show you an entire multi-patch segment of skins where you'll see where my skins stop is where the skin quality dips, like, significantly. That is why people don't buy
Yeah.
skins now as much. And then there's the fact that 90% of the time, the skin you earn from a chest was not a skin you would buy anyways. People would be earning skins that aren't even available in the store anymore. Or they were earning, like, the super cheap, like, $5 skins that they don't even make anymore. Sometimes we'd get, like, a
Can we
legendary
talk
or
about the-
something.
Go
What
ahead.
are we talking about? What did
Can we
you
talk
want
about the $500 skin?
We're getting into that one.
Okay, getting to that. Good. As long as it's on the docket.
That out of the way. The quality of skins out of the way. What if you were wondering? Wait, they didn't even mention the fact that they mentioned the premium skins. Those premium skins not only do not have the quality of the old $30 skins, they are egregious, like clear, like overpriced crap. First of all. Second of all,
feel like
they engage in the one type of like anti-consumer practice that I was happy League didn't do. Like they kind of did with the championship skins, but like I was kind of okay with that to an extent because it kind of made sense. Oh, this is to celebrate and pay for this championship. Buy the skin. That made sense. Okay, like it was a big event. They needed to pay for it. This paid for the like everything plus the prize money. It paid for that skin alone. Made sense that would be like just during that time kind of thing.
I feel like the ridiculousness with the expensive skin started around that Israel skin, the really special one, like way back.
No.
Season
It
3 or
didn't start
something.
there. But the
Wasn't
problem
that
here
one of the first
is
ones?
people noticed they were freaking lying about a lot of the stuff. Don't even include the fact that I found out Faker signature wasn't even real, so you weren't even getting a real digital signature. You were getting a fake one. They are. It's clear that they're only contributing to Japan. Japan's really and China are really the only companies that buy a lot of these skins because to them it's a status symbol.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them. Sorry, you have an American audience too. Maybe make like a American client or something, and you can sell the skins at a different price for us, where we don't have to spend $500.
Yeah, I'm not doing. I mean,
now we're gonna go on to the gacha skins. Bullshit. Still, the quality of the skin you get nowhere near as good as the $32 skins, the $30, $25 skins that they used to release. Nowhere near the quality. And you're probably noticing that I keep saying the quality is really shit. It was found out that when they fired most of those artists, even the one that worked on the $500 Ari skin, that earned them like a couple $1 million in revenue, that they fired right after the sales like started to go away. They fired them all so that they could replace them with outsourcing.
The skin's outsourced?
Yes. One of the artists that was fired, the day they were fired, they put their application up and were literally offered a job from an outsourcing company hired by Riot to do skins for a price per skin deal.
So their main revenue stream, which is probably
it's not even done in-house anymore.
It's not even done in-house anymore? That's great.
That's so sad.
And then the whole comment where, oh, we make most of our money through skins and stuff. That you do.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but Japan pays all of that for you twice over now because of your $500 skins. And then here's the sad part. In America, there are some who have bought it too. So to tell us that you don't make enough money when your profit, that's not even like that's
not the net.
That's not the net.
Yeah.
Your profit is $2 billion. I don't want to hear crap.
It's because they didn't get 5 yachts this year.
That's like my next comment. I don't care what your NetEase is telling you to do. I don't care what like you're the ones that put yourselves on the market and everything, and like now you have to shareholders to appease to. Either take yourself off the market, like pay out and like get off the market because obviously you can't handle it anymore. Or 2, put clear rules in place that should have been there in the first place, that shareholders are not allowed to dictate your how you change your profits, your profitability, because your profitability is still there. You're still making
that's
tons
never gonna
of money.
happen.
You're making tons of money, fist over fist amounts of money.
That's never gonna happen.
Disingenuously tell your audience that, oh, we're not making enough money because people are not buying our skins. Your skins are outsourced, so it doesn't even cost nearly as much to, like, technically you should go down $10 on all of your skins, and then the $500 skins should be sold for like $100 if you're outsourcing, because you're paying like $10 per skin max probably now. Or like $300 max per skin, and that means
$10
that, like,
for a
30
skin
people...
is still wild.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. But then getting past the Hextech issue, getting past the chest issue, which was never an issue. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the amount of grinding you had to do to get those chests was egregious. So to say that people were farming them and getting all their skins from that, complete lie. Let's get on to the other reason I'm pissed off. They recently implemented, I think it was the start of this year, they implemented a thing where you no longer get your ranked skin for getting to gold. That's what you have to do.
Buy it?
No, that's probably the next step. The current step is you have to play up to, what was it? I think it was 500 points above your rank. Here's the scary part about that.
Jesus.
If you're winning, that means you're in like plat. If you're doing a healthy climb, that still means you're in like, you've gone from gold 5 to gold like 2.
Jesus.
So that's an egregious amount of games to earn a skin that you earned by getting to gold. That's how that skin was supposed to be. This is your reward.
It was supposed to be ranked. It was ranked, not playtime, right?
Yeah, it was ranked, not playtime. But they basically changed it into pseudo playtime. They're still obfuscating it by saying, oh, this many rank points in this tier.
Right.
You can't stay in a tier with 500 points. You either drop out of that tier a few times and get back in, or you go off to another rank. 500 points is an amazing amount of points. Realize that 1,000 points in Challenger is top tier.
And then you would need to then again earn more points once you get to the next rank.
Yeah, you would. I believe so. I don't know if that's true, but
so it's a way to keep people playing.
Yeah, it makes you play a couple extra
but Boka,
days.
You're missing the main point.
That's
Takahata said it
wild.
best. For those people, if big number don't get bigger, then people
I have to ask a question. How do I like this fucking barbecue?
Let's address that.
Do I need
whole number must go up phenomenon?
I built a notebook for you, Boka.
Thank you.
I almost called you Baka.
Of course you did. All right, we're gonna look at the battle pass thing, and then I'll comment on that, and then I think we'll be done. Oh, I'll comment on the swift play problem, and then we'll be done.
Battle pass, more like battle passing gas.
Battle passes. First up, we've got some improvements to the battle pass skins.
They're not improvements.
We've heard a fair bit of feedback that those skins don't feel like they're good enough in
They're not.
various respects. We agree with a lot of that feedback. We're going to be looking to add more distinct visual effects and more pronounced model changes. We're also planning to deviate from a season's theme a bit for some future pass skins, given the risk we otherwise overdo the same sorts of visual appearances and/or pushing champions into themes that don't make sense.
Yeah, that's been a contention for a while recently. Is they've been putting there's this thing called the 1,000 Days Club. It's a club where
1,000 days
certain characters won't get skins for over 3 years.
Yep.
Which is bullcrap because there are like dedicated people for each champion. So you skipping a champion just because it's slightly not popular is like in itself egregious, kind of.
Is that why they do it?
Yes.
Well, I mean, there are champions that are just entirely worthless at this point.
Yeah, where they would shove them into skin lines just so they could skip getting put in the 1,000 Days Club because that community would get vocal and start just not playing the champion. And they would find out that, hey, maybe that champion doesn't have a lot of people, but that people amount is still big enough that it causes us money loss.
Or at least, yeah, I mean, that seems dumb. I mean, it's...
Like, and then they would just shove characters in lines that didn't even make sense thematically, because no one probably realizes this, like, for the recent players of League. Each skins usually went to champions where it fit them thematically. Like, it wouldn't break your immersion of the character. Like, Ezreal would always have, like, Explorer-esque or, like, cocky fighter or... Basically, you wouldn't feel like that wasn't Ezreal.
Right.
Where they started shoving characters in skins that made no sense. Where you were like, why is that person in that skin line?
Because they're sexy.
Oh, don't get me started on that one. That one's a whole bag of worms. That's a bag of worms right there. But I knew they were going to probably end up doing that if they didn't slow down the Battle Pass thing.
Now, because it takes some time to make or modify skins, those improvements...
And here where he says modify skins, that's bullshit. It takes an egregious amount of hate for them to rework a skin or like change a skin even slightly. There is a champion that has a meme around them called what's his name again? He's like, I'll get his name real quick. What's his name? Yorick.
What fuel should I use?
Give Yorick his hat back. That's the meme.
It should.
Comment on that. Yorick has a skin for the musical, for the big music line. What's it called again? Do you remember? Dante?
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 Dante's Inferno?
Dante. Daytona.
Daytona? The race?
What?
I couldn't remember how to pronounce his name. What's that
D-Tone.
music skin line again? The big rock one?
Call him D-Tone.
Pentakill Yorick has a hat that everyone was excited for. Like, it looked really cool. Basically, he was based off of, I believe his name's Sting? From the Kiss?
Sting?
Like, he used to play with Kiss, and he played with, I think, Guns N' Roses and stuff.
Yeah.
He's based off of that.
You're talking about
in real life.
Slash? Or
Slash,
whatever.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
that's
think,
his
I
name.
think it's Slash.
Slash is iconic for his hat as well. And so they were excited because they saw Yorick wearing the hat, and they were like, yeah! Comes out, Yorick don't have a hat. He only has it in the recall. And for a good month or so, people were like, give Yorick his hat back. And Riot's corporate answer, because this wasn't the dev's answer, I 100% guarantee it. It was probably like $20 to refix the skin, and they didn't want to pay it. Was that it was hard to change his model. They didn't want to change his model's like silhouette. Here's the problem with that statement. There are multiple girl champions and multiple other guy champions that changed their thematic completely and their silhouette 100%. And they're fine.
I mean, there's some of them where the effects of their abilities become unrecognizable.
Yes. To give you an idea, there's a champion that makes them look like Lee Sin. Not Lee Sin! There's another one that makes someone look like Varus. Not Varus! Like, completely different champion. I'm allowed to look like them because mysterious reasons.
Doesn't change your silhouette. What are you talking about?
It doesn't change the silhouette. No. I can put them next to each other and people will be like, which one's which? Like, if you're a pro player, obviously you'll spot the minute details that are different. But 90%
usually,
of
as
your
soon as they use
audience,
an ability, yeah.
90% of your audience is not a pro player.
Are you really a Malphite main? That's interesting.
I'm gonna.
I used to sort of.
I'm an Alawi team.
Alawi's disgusting.
I used to main ADCs until it just got to where you can't even play ADCs anymore.
Lately, I'm just Nautilus and Zyra, pretty much.
Mine is Zac, Nautilus for supports.
Yeah, I've been playing
Alawi for mid and top. Teemo for mid and jungle. And top.
Boka gonna give Wamba and D-Tone cooties. I think we already both have cooties. Don't we have wives?
Yeah.
But, and now we're gonna go on from the battle pass, and we're gonna go to
certified infected with cooties.
Actually, we don't need to watch the rest of this. I'm gonna comment on this though. The season 1 gameplay. To give you an idea how bad the gameplay is now. At first, it used to be a meme that Yasuo was the OP and all that.
He fucking is.
He is now. He is 100% OP. They have too many champions now, and they have no excuse now because now they have a separate like server for ranked and normals. So their excuse that we can't nerf champions not based on rank because it would mess up rank. No excuse now. Lee Sin is the poster child of I'm good because ranked likes me.
Yeah.
He's overtuned.
Dude.
Every ranked, every high challenger person will tell you, Lee Sin is the most overtuned champion of the old champions. Of the new champions, almost all of them are. They have too many abilities.
They're ridiculously OP.
They have too many abilities
so ridiculous.
Squared into each
You try
ability.
and use one of the old champions against one of the new champions, you're just gonna get shit on constantly.
Yeah. Basically,
like there's nothing for you.
There are a few champions that are old that can still kind of handle the new champions, just because of how they work. Like, let's say Nasus can kind of handle most of the new top liners because he's built to handle top liners.
I can't remember his fucking name. Who's the guy who he can take your attacks and shoot them back at you? He's got that big fucking shield.
Cassante. Cassante is the poster child of I'm OP because ranked flashy moves are awesome and they make us look good.
Yeah.
Because he literally has the two classes.
Mundo goes where Mundo pleases.
He's basically Mundo now.
Silas, yeah, that's another one.
Silas, I'll talk about Silas right before I end this little segment. Cassante,
just call it a rant.
Cassante has Skirmisher and I believe Tank as both his classes. Because a lot of these new characters they like to combine the classes in neat and interesting ways. Which was kind of okay. And then Cassante came along. The two classes you should never combine. Skirmisher and Tank. Because Skirmisher is fast, mobile, and basically gonna win a long drawn out fight. Tank, super tanky, hard to kill.
It's so he's fast, mobile, and difficult to kill.
Yeah. Yeah, Skirmisher is fast, mobile, and difficult to kill. Tank,
and
difficult to
plenty
kill,
of damage
slow.
on him too. Well, another big thing that they kind of have is that tanks have so much damage in that game.
Well, that's another issue they've been having.
I've singled teams
well,
as Nasus.
I remember the Juggernaut meta. Good lord.
The reason and a lot of people like to hash, let's take a character that a lot of people like to hash in League. Because they were frustrated with her. But here's the funny thing, ranked people will tell you she's not that big of a problem. Alawi, one of my favorite characters.
No, yeah. Love Alawi.
What's hilarious about her character is she's one of the most true to League standard characters ever. Because of one simple explanation. She literally tells you how to fight her. She literally, in her opening animation, and when she's attacking you, she tells you, you must move. Move or you will drown. If you're always moving, Alawi has almost no chance of winning the fight against you.
Yeah, because you'll just dodge all her shit.
Yeah, as long as you're paying attention to her and dodging and constantly going towards her because her range is very singular. She doesn't
It's very odd.
She encourages you to fight. Because if you fight her, both her spirit goes away. People complain that she'll hit both. You're not supposed to let her hit you with the E. If she hits you with the E, walk away.
Yep.
Because if
she misses you with that E, you're you go in, fight her ass right now.
she has nothing to do against you. She literally fails.
Nope.
Her entire kit is based on testing you. That's why I don't mind that's her whole ability.
She's very
very
she punishes low skill players.
She punishes low skill players. She rewards high skill players.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a really good Alawi.
Both opponents and yourself.
I know what her counters are. And ironically, there are some very immobile champions that counter her. AK Brand.
Brandis, maybe?
Brand literally has to walk very slowly everywhere before he blows you up.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Yeah. He blows up a tank. She's literally just a very immobile tank.
Yeah, she has zero mobility.
She has one immobile move in her kit, and it's not even that far range. It's a few centimeters of movement extra. It's a little tiny dash. But you have...
A little jump,
she needs
and you
to
have
hit
to be
something.
targeting somebody.
Yeah, you have to hit something that's an enemy.
It's a dunk!
So,
Speaking of
like,
which, does she have a dunk skin? She should get a dunk skin.
she doesn't, which is hilarious.
It's kind of, she's like,
Been waiting for that one for years.
she'd be perfect for that.
She would
Yeah.
be. And then finally, hit the last nail. That I think, did you mention it, Wombat, where like they what was it? I got like off track for a second.
Know yourself and know your
It took me
enemy's
so long
counter.
to, it's so long it took me so long to cook the meal that I was trying to make that by the time I had finished it, I had to cook again.
That's funny. Swift play. That little bag of worms. That's what I wanted to tip on before we
I don't
stop this
touch
part.
Swift Play. Yeah.
Swift play is not what you should be making people use. There's a reason people like
Thank you
Layland.
for Jolt. Oh.
To give you an idea,
Oh. Woo. Thank
people
you
have
for
started
the
playing
cheer.
just ARAM when they play League, because ARAM's the last like bastion of good gameplay left. I get to pick what I am, for the most part, kind of, and it's a team-based gameplay.
And
'Cause
people
regular
don't take
League
it too
is no longer
serious.
that. Once you put Swift play in, you've literally removed all of that. Because a lot of people get put in roles they don't want to be, or you get people like put in like wrong like areas and stuff. It's just like,
Yeah,
you're
I
ruining
know what you mean.
gameplay by doing that.
Yeah.
Can you even pick your preferred role?
You used to be able to.
It's
do it.
over 9,000.
Swift play basically
Alright.
says, let's just shove you in a game.
Yeah, because how it's,
It's
usually done
get in game
is
as quick as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Swift
'cause
play
how
is
it's
get to
usually
play a game
done-
right now.
like I feel like all of these things have solved problems. Like there's looking for group in most MMOs where you pick what you
That's
want your
what we
role
used
to
to
be.
have, but they didn't like
Yeah.
that because that took too long.
And then
Which is ridiculous.
and
It
then
didn't take that
for-
long.
It didn't.
And then for heroes not being scaled to each other, games like War Thunder have the different airplanes in leagues. So like if you're playing a tier 1
Mhm.
airplane, you'll only play against like other biplanes and stuff like that. You won't play
I think
against
that's
like a
what they need
modern
to
jet.
add, because if they want to
Imagine
keep all
tiering
these,
the champions.
Yeah.
if they want to keep some of these champions as overblown as they are, they need to separate those champions out, because those champions
From the basic ones. Yeah.
clearly outweigh the older ones. Like,
And I
it's
feel
not even
like
a question.
it's also terrible for getting new people in the game, because you either have them learning these super complicated champions, or you start them off on a basic character that's easy to learn but gets bodied by everyone.
The only champion that's still easy to learn and slaps is Garen.
Yeah. Well, Nasus, I would think, still kind of falls in that category.
Well, you don't typically start off with Nasus, yeah.
Well, yeah, because Nasus
Susan?
kind of breaks the mold of characters.
A
Susan?
little bit, yeah. Well, his infinite scaling is the only thing that keeps him in the game.
Yeah, that's why I said he's meant to handle top laners, because once he gets to
Yeah.
a certain amount of stacks, it doesn't matter how much you dash. If I smack you, you die.
He's gonna slap the shit out of you. Yeah.
And even if you get me low while all that dashing, I hit you once, I'm gonna heal right back up.
We like picking Susan in this house. That's Nasus backwards.
Yeah. He's also people also refer to him as Salt.
Salt?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I'm gonna pull it up and you'll understand.
It's really bothering me that I can't remember that fucker's name right now that I was talking about earlier. I saw. Okay.
Do you see what the meme is? He's Salt.
The main?
N-A.
Don't write things like that to me, Terby. You're a terrible person.
But
Where
see,
the
you see what I
fuck?
mean by like he's NA, he's Nasus, he's Salt.
Oh, salt. I get it.
NA for Salt. Sodium
Yes,
ion.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
some of my friends-
sodium.
yeah.
Okay, I fucking got
He's
it now.
salt.
Jesus Christ. Also, can we talk about how there hasn't been a good support released in like fucking years?
Well, because support.
They just keep releasing more top laners and junglers. Like,
It
Let's
used
do
to
it.
be
Support.
that it would be one per role each year. Like they would always
So,
release the
Or
next
each
in
cycle.
line. Yeah, each cycle
So
it would be
yeah.
one per cycle.
because it was more than one champ a year for sure.
Well, yeah.
So I feel like it's very obvious why they're not doing it, and it's because that doesn't sell skins from all of the quote unquote solo players
Fuck
out there.
them, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. I like what? So my role gets shit on because not enough people want to play it because they don't
Yeah.
support the supports. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, basically what it is.
oh yeah, Rel was
they-
trash, dude. What
No,
the fuck?
Rel
They-
released as trash, yes.
They
Yeah,
have
really,
And
I
then
don't know if they've
fundamentally
changed her or not.
that she's not even herself anymore.
They have said on
Did they
multiple
not?
occasions
My biggest hate
that
for them-
their
And they
revenue
should know this 'cause
is
I've had their
skins.
support have to remove stuff from my account. I hate Galio now. I used to ban Galio.
Yeah,
Then they put someone else in his place because that's not Galio. That has
It's not
nothing to do
Galio
with
anymore,
Galio.
yeah.
That's a new tank you've released. Old Galio was
Yeah.
an area control mage that, like, basically he did what a Gargoyle do. He would sit
Well,
at tower and basically
he was more of an
mock you.
anti-mage.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
an anti-mage. Now he's an anti-tank. Because he
Is he?
tanks
Yeah, I don't-
no
I
matter
haven't
who it
played him
is.
in
Even if you're a
forever.
physical attacker, he's tanking you. He just does mages way better. He's basically the mage version of Rammus now.
right. That's how I always
for,
viewed him.
Except for
Yeah.
Rammus, can't fight a magic
Isn't that-
users really, but he can definitely
Isn't that
fight
used
80
to
users.
be-
No, he can't.
Whereas Galio can fight both easily.
Didn't that used to be Rise? Wasn't Rise like a tanky mage deal?
Rise has undergone, I think, 5 different changes.
He's undergone reassignment surgery.
Basically, 5 times.
Yeah.
Got some huge knockers.
Like he doesn't even resemble Rise.
Jesus.
Like what's hilarious is he doesn't even resemble Rise anymore.
Yeah, he's had some massive major reworks.
Like, don't get me started on.
Well, I used to be a Fiora main till they reworked her. I don't like the new rework for Fiora, even though she's fucking strong still. She's ridiculous.
She's strong and she's straightforward, I will say. The problem
Yeah,
with
I
old
just miss her
Fiora,
old ult. Give me
which
the
I
old ult.
understand why they took it away. Was old
No.
ult, old
No.
was literally I press this button, you die.
It was so cancer. I loved it.
It was
Hey.
the definition of the most cancerous ability in the game because there was no
Hey,
counterplay.
It was.
There was
I'll
no
admit.
counterplay at all. If
Ito?
she got
You
to
could
click on
cleanse
you,
it.
if she clicked on you, you died.
Oh, it's
My-
Set. It's Set who I was thinking of. Fuck Set, dude.
I love Set. The funny
I
thing
hate
is,
going. So
Set is
the
basically
reason why fuck
allowing
Set-
but in area control.
no. Here's the thing. I played a game
You're
the
supposed
other
to
day
backstab him
where
'cause he can't handle
our
being attacked
entire
in the back.
team was like our bottom lane was like I was support Zyra had like fucking 12 kills and like I went up against Set. He had maybe he had 4 kills and 12 deaths, and he was still mollywhopping the shit out of every single one of our laners.
Lolly weapon.
The
Dude
problem
was
with Set-
slapping the cheeks off
problem
of
with
us.
Set is he's got Yasuo syndrome. Now,
Yes.
it used to not be the case, but now he has Yasuo syndrome, where
Oh,
no one's
My-
no one pays attention to him, lets him get super like ahead, and then well, there you go, you're screwed.
He wasn't
Oh.
even ahead. That's the crazy thing. He was just he
Well,
just
that's because
started
people let him
slapping the piss
alone.
out of us.
People would leave him alone and let him farm.
He was
and
4
let
and
him-
12, and then he just all of a sudden it's like
That's
it's
what
like
I'm
he
saying.
flipped the
He's
switch.
Yasuo now. It doesn't matter if you leave him alone for a few seconds. If you're not watching him 100% of the time, he'll get to a point where he is now viable.
Yeah,
So-
that should never be allowed. If you get punished so fucking hard the whole game, you should stay down.
so May,
I have
to
something for
answer
Give me a
your
sec, I'm max
question?
weight. I know.
I have like zero opinion on Mundo. He is, and he goes where he pleases. I think that's about it.
You see, Yugi, Oh wait, no, that's the other. That's Yugi's voice. You see, Yugi, I press this button and I have your very molecular being fucking vaporized. You've activated my
Hi,
trap
Boka.
card.
Had a bit of a
Hi.
disappointing workday. Need to have a bit of Boka in my day to get my mind off of work.
No, don't be sad, Cobra. Cobra. I'll give you kisses. Mwah.
Oh, Cobra. I'm sorry you had a bad day.
I'm not.
But I put a journal
yeah.
right next to you, Boka.
Thank
I
you.
hope you have another disappointing day.
All right, you're banned again.
I'm just here to be the yang
Be
to
nice
you
to
guys'
my
The
Cobra.
yang.
antagonist.
Cobra's nothing but
Yeah.
sweet to people.
Dude's the main villain.
Yeah.
Cobra is
It's
nothing but sweet
WG
to people. You be nice.
It's WWE, and I'm the villain.
But
And it's the one to
Anubis. You mean
I need
Susan?
someone to.
yeah,
yeah,
they're talking
Susan.
about Susan. They're talking about Nasus.
Yeah.
The problem is they've let too many champions get the Nasus, not the Nasus, the Yasuo treatment.
Yasuo.
Where they're not allowed
Yeah.
to be not viable. Because of
Right? It's
how popular the
ridiculous.
champion is, not allowed. Because if they're not good enough, they lose skin sales. And they can't lie and say it's not that case because
Dog boy.
time and time again, Yasuo will get buffed. The next patch, they get a really expensive skin. 2 patches later, they'll
Yep.
get nerfed back to where they were.
Yeah. Gotta make that
Time and time
money,
again.
money.
And the problem is, and then let me talk about Silas, because he's a contention I don't like people talking about too much. All they needed to do with him, and he would have been fine, was lower the heal a bit and make it.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's really all his problem was at first. Was he had too big of a heal. Like he would go if he was
Out
at
of
like
his
almost
W.
no health,
Yeah.
he could W you if you were
Dude,
a champion and
when
full heal.
When champions that aren't supports are able to heal themselves more than a fucking healer are,
I
like,
think it should have been capped at like
have you
half
even
health.
played Sona? Dude, Sona basically doesn't even heal anymore. It's like
She
the
doesn't.
tiniest. I
It's
build
because Seraphine
straight
exists.
heal on her, and she does the tiniest little amount of fucking heal.
It's because Seraphine
And,
exists.
so,
I know,
and
but
Sona
like,
and Sona has become such a damage dealer as well.
yeah, her. Well, I mean, she's
It's
always had
because-
a pretty good poke with that Q.
Mhm.
But now just
but-
build
but
her
now she
fucking
can take
AP.
out
Don't even
people,
worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't even worry about your
It's
fucking
because
W anymore.
I don't
It's worthless.
think any of the actual good developers are on development teams. They're in lead roles or they're in design roles. Because if they were
Yeah.
in the development roles, some of these champions would never get the buffs they get. One of
Just buff my
like-
baby Sona, please.
one of the biggest clear indicators, and I tell you, until I see this happen, I'm not going back to League. Besides the fact that if Hex Tech checks don't come back exactly how they were, and I mean before all the constant nerfs to them, exactly how they were, and they get rid of the gotcha. Gotcha needs to go. Because it's not even
Gotcha,
gotcha, it's
bitch.
egregious.
What do you
Give
mean by
us money.
gotcha?
And so
new system
gotcha
they have.
is like the Asian stuff where you pull things.
And you don't know
And
what
it's
you
all
have in the
random.
Oh,
package
you're talking about the
until you-
chests and whatever?
Yeah.
Not the
Okay,
Hex Tech
yeah.
chests were fine. Because they were free to play friendly and everything. Like you could buy them if you wanted, but most people would just earn them. It's the egregious premium skin sale thing where it's,
Hey,
it's
D-Tone,
not
are
only
you
is it
in-game?
FOMO, you have to pay
I am.
$250 to even get to the
Come here.
skin.
Look what I found for you.
What did you find for me? Oh, buddy.
Look what else I found for you. Just as some icing on the cake.
Ooh. A machete.
Because you like the swords, the long blade, right?
I do. I'm a little.
welcome.
I mean, yeah. Thank you, bud. Fuck
Oh,
you.
and I guess this is a better backpack for you as well. Let me just empty it out. Like if I drop
shit.
everything, can I put everything in here? Is that kosher? I think it will fit.
We should
One
add
second.
the nested, because that, oh my god, it's so nice.
Your face is nice. There you go.
Aww. I'm gonna
That's a better-
you stop it, or I'm gonna turn my camera on.
That's a better backpack.
Is that a
than
hiking
I have.
backpack?
The
Yeah,
dragon
yeah.
looks different today. Is
Oh,
it the
hell
hair?
Is it the hair? It's my maid outfit. I'm wearing it for you guys for Valentine's Day.
Oh man, I never did get my maid outfit made into a toggleable.
Yeah,
I just wear it in real life.
yeah, me too.
But this just has too many issues now. To the point where I'm.
We should all play Heroes of the Storm instead and protest.
Yeah,
let's play
like-
Paladins.
Let's play.
Paladins. No,
Paladins is good.
it's not though.
Oh, did they get bad too?
No, I mean it's. I just don't enjoy the gameplay. I don't think it's all that fun. If I'm gonna play a MOBA, I want it to be pretty much like League
I
of
have heard
Legends.
that Subverse. I almost got sponsored by Subverse. I was just too busy at the time to
Oh?
get sponsored.
Imagine getting sponsored.
And I was having computer issues at the time where I couldn't even do it.
I suck at Dota, so that's the only reason I don't play it.
Dota is such a sweaty game.
It is way sweatier than I'll ever be. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, mechanically speaking, I can still, because League and Dota are close enough, but it's just learning the whole new set of champions and items and methods by which to like all the little nuance of the meta. I just can't. League of Legends is way more accessible than Dota.
It was. It is no longer.
I don't know. I think with
No,
the
you don't
introduction
know-
of the build,
One of the problems you don't know about probably is they've enhanced the AI in the wrong way. That now all of the bots, no matter how many times you kill them, will always have equal gold to you. So
what the fuck?
you will be basically playing pro advanced bots. They will always have a build, and they will destroy you
What the fuck?
because they are building
good for
the most
teaching newbies.
perfectly optimized build.
Also,
Or,
Wombat, has
their
D-Tone died yet?
situation.
D-Tone, have you died yet?
No, not even close, baby. In fact, I'm probably healed by now. Because I start off wounded. Because that's just how I'm built. Oh, no, I haven't even taken damage yet.
But yeah, basically.
And we fought an entire horde. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
But
don't.
yeah, basically.
Don't be sorry.
The other issue with new players is now all of bots is filled with people that are not exactly nice to the new players. They expect all the new players to know what the hell
yeah.
they're doing now.
Which is ridiculous,
It is.
yeah.
Plus
I
the
did
fact
notice
that
that.
this game has the enormous problem of plat players and high gold and high diamond players making new accounts to smurf their way through ranked again. Which wouldn't even be a problem because they have a system where basically if you're winning too much, you'll just get placed higher. The problem here is
Yeah, that's what happened to me when I moved to EU.
there is
is
now
I-
there's now like people that play
You were
ranked
too good
that
for EU?
They specifically play badly in certain matches so that they stay in that rank.
yeah, which is fucking scummy.
It
I
is.
swear to God.
And the problem is,
Like, what- how
silver and
badly do you
bronze-
wanna
Silver
smurf?
and bronze are full of those people. You getting to gold is a miracle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I
And
did not enjoy
God
my
help
time
you
out of
if somebody decided they wanted to play bad during your rank up match,
it. You literally
and they
the rule
will
was,
they will
don't even
play
mention-
as shit.
Don't mention it on your promos because someone will specifically feed just to cause your promos to fail.
Yep. Yep. And I didn't do I didn't do my push-up redeem. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did, but I'll do it again. Fuck it. You better do those push-ups with me, May.
But fuck it.
No hate on it. 16 plus.
We need to read an electrical book before we
I need
go.
to go
up.
get more water.
I need more coffee. I love
coffee's
how we've
draining
just been
out the water in me.
shit talking about League the whole time.
Well, yeah, I
And we haven't done anything in the game.
Too much stuff piled up. I had to talk about it.
Yeah, that's
For the
okay.
longest
No, I
time.
fucking love talking about League of Legends.
Like, I love the
can-
game.
We can talk about League of Legends if you want to play more armor with me.
Oh my god, you're so desperate. If you add Ace Medic, like, if you turn on the medical Ace mod, I'll hop in for sure.
Are you in the
I have to drink lots of water, guys, because of the tube that's
know.
gone from my mouth.
Understandable. Don't want to get dry socket.
Well, yeah, that and
Should I make anything for you
which
guys?
shouldn't be a problem. My
Can
mouth
you make
typically is
tea?
pretty moist.
Make like a big thing of tea.
They made a
You know
Vi
who's a
emote? That's
surprisingly
funny.
good
That's
support?
Funny. That's funny that they made a Vi emote. That's funny.
Ziggs. I've been noticing a lot of support Ziggs, and really, like, they'll pop
the
off.
problem we've got run into on that area is too many mages are now
Yes.
moonlighting as supports, and where they're not being a support.
Well, yeah,
they're being another damager.
well, it's like that's why I run Zyra bottom as a support, because she's a better fucking damage dealer than my ADC is.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. The ADCs don't really do damage anymore,
No, they fucking suck.
which is hilarious
Okay.
because every other lane does tons of damage
might as
now.
You know what I've seen is people going like Yasuo ADC, which was already a thing for a while there anyway, ever since Yasuo came out.
Yeah, well, that's because
And then-
Yasuo
or just
literally
go in
invalidates
assassin.
that role.
Support Elise can go
Vito.
crazy.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yasuo
Fracture.
invalidates 90%
Frac-
of the champions in the game.
Fractures,
Yeah.
limping, some of trauma, blood bags,
What they
drugs,
need to
cardiac
do
arrest.
is change win wall.
That sounds brilliant.
All right. So default plus, I guess. So like the default
What they
settings
need to
and
do is
then
make it where win wall only affects
the
I
extra
guess-
stuff.
I guess let it keep affecting auto attacks, but it can't affect anything else or something because it invalidates a
I
lot
mean,
of characters.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you just
Wait.
make
Actually,
the cooldown longer.
I saw
That would
someone
probably fix it.
that give an idea that actually makes it work. Make it where it's delayed a few seconds activating. So now it has to be reactionary. You can't just BAM! You can't, like, instantaneously block all attacks. You have to predict someone using their abilities and stuff against you.
That might be too much, to be honest.
Well, it's not a big delay, like a 0.5 to a 1 second delay, where it's like, wish,
I think
bam. Like, the
if
bam
you,
being like
if you
this
just
wall going up.
increase the cooldown a little bit, it would probably fix the issue, because he wouldn't be able to go in and block your fucking autos every what is it, 4 or 5 seconds?
What are you saying? Make it like a 20-second cooldown as opposed to
I
think it's like a
mean,
12 now?
Is it 12?
Yeah.
Because I
At
have no
level
idea.
1,
I haven't
which
been keeping.
People rarely ever have to level it up after that. It's like 12
Yeah.
seconds. But with cooldown that he naturally gets, it'll be like, I want to say 8 seconds.
Yeah, I forgot he got fucking natural free cooldown, which is crazy to me.
And then here's the other problem. Q, like, him getting attack speed is like getting double attack speed. Because
Yeah.
of Q. Q is on an auto
Yeah.
attack level cooldown. He has
Also,
double
I
whatever
have-
he has.
I have Boka on like 70% whenever she talks about League.
Sorry, I get passionate. About
Yeah,
it.
you get
That's
loud.
okay. We're talking about it. It's been intriguing and interesting, at least to me. I don't know. People might be tuning out.
I'll say this.
I have
As someone
zero
that's been in
idea
high
about
plat
League.
before Diamond was even a thing, I stopped climbing because I realized, no, the rank's not, like, everyone else on the team is not going to change for the better. It's going to get worse.
I played season 1, 2, 3, and then I stopped.
I played from season, I believe. What season did Sejuani come out? 2?
I don't know.
So I remember her being a 6300. Volibear was relatively new, and so was Sejuani.
Man, remember original Volibear? That was fucking crazy.
I loved original Volibear. I played original Volibear.
Me
support.
too. Yeah,
I would do the throw behind me roar.
Mm-hmm.
So you get knocked up way even more.
It was extremely funny to catch like a support or an ADS and yeet them into your team.
That's what you would do with him. It's just like.
Oh my god, it's been 4 hours.
No, we gotta go another 2. Unless you guys want to quit. It's fine.
Yeah, I
want to go
would
play
love to
League
leave you
now.
alone. Jesus Christ, you have an addiction, sir.
I did take a long ass fucking multi-year break, but then somebody got me into it. My European friend was like, "Play with me," and I'm like, "Okay, fine."
I played a little bit of the support,
right?
Cobra. My favorite supports were Zac, Nautilus, and Vi.
Zac support is crazy.
Oh, Zac support is how I made some friends, actually, in League. People would just crack up and start laughing because of the glitch where if he jumps out of, like, Fog of War, instead of flying towards you, he jogs really fast.
He just jogs, yeah.
And it looks hilarious.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like, people would CC themselves against me. Because they would just be laughing so loud. They'd be like, what the hell?
What did you guys...
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
We can do Boca Rants from now on if you guys
Boca.
want.
Boca.
I'll be sure to bring up League of Legends around you again next time.
Hopefully
You can...
controversies have happened
Is it the...
since then.
D-Tone? If you drive chauffeur for a Lady of the Night, does that make you a screwdriver?
Get out.
Wait,
I can't
what did
believe
he
you said
ask?
that.
I heard the end of it. Does that make you a screwdriver? And then you saying get out. What did he ask?
You say it again. I'm not saying it.
No, I don't know what I said. I was running ads. I don't know what anyone's talking about.
The clip will remember. Oh no, girl, please.